Ano po ba ang sitwasyon sa ground? Tama po ba yun na naglagay ng parang kampo ang pulis dun sa lugar? And then pag sinabi natin lugar, is it outside of the gate of the KOJC compound or inside of the gate of the KOJC compound?
Correct, Mr. President. Both inside and outside of KOJC compound, andoon po nakakampo ang ating mga kapulisan.
Inside. So para na pong parang expropriation na po yan. Yung ginawa nilang public property, ang isang private property, kahit pansamantala lamang.
Correct, Mr. President. Tila nga, pakiramdam ng mga tao doon ay meron ng martial law na nangyayari doon sa Davao. Dahil nga, yung compound ay hindi na magamit ng mga may-ari.
Correct.
Mga rightful owner of that compound hindi na magamit dahil binabawalan silang pumasok. At kung sila ay nakapasok, gusto nila lumabas, hindi na sila makapasok uli. So, this is deprivation of private...
Kailan po kayo bubisita ron para at least malaman natin yung petsa kung yung personal knowledge ninyo? Ano po yun?
I was there when the warrant was executed in the early morning of Saturday, Mr. President. I went there around almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
25, bale? August 25, Saturday?
Is August 25? 24.
August 24,
24, Sabado.
Opo, so nakita niyo po yun. So, merong police personnel or force outside of the gate. Siguro ang purpose doon para bawal pumasok ang mga nasa labas. Merong police force or personnel inside the gate. Ang purpose naman nun para bawal lumabas.
Yun, Mr. President.
And ang KOJC naman po or si Pastor Kibuloy, I know he's represented by good lawyers. Kilala ko nga si Attorney Torion. So I'm sure nag-reason out na po sila siguro sa commanding officer on the ground. Ano pong binigay na legal basis naman ng police at bakit nila ginagawa yun?
Their reason, Mr. President, for not vacating the area was that meron pa daw silang namumonitor na heartbeat sa ilalim ng lupa, underground. And that could possibly be the heartbeat of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. And that is the reason why they encamp inside the KOJC compound, because they presume that their service of warrant of arrest is still ongoing. And it was explained properly by the lawyer, Attorney Torion, but still to no avail, Mr. President. So the KOJC officials give in to the wishes of the Philippine National Police. Pumayag sila, Mr. President, sige, kung saan yung gusto hanapin yung heartbeat na yan, puntahan natin. Sama kami sa inyo para malaman natin kung saan yan. Kung saan yung kakalkalin yung mga lupa, gigibain ninyo yung mga structures para mahanap nyo yung heartbeat na yan. Pumayag na lang yung walang magawa na mga taga-KOJC. Dahil gusto nilang matapos na, Mr. President. Yan ang kinasama ng loob ko, Mr. President. Because I am a retired policeman. I am once the chief of the Philippine National Police. At alam kong maling-mali yung ginagawa nila. But still, why are these people continue to do that despite knowing that they are violating the rule of law? Yun lang ang kinasama ko, Mr. President.
Tapos po ba, nakita nyo rin po na because of that police presence na amounting to a barricade or an encampment, pati po ba yung use ng highway sa labas ng KOJC compound ay apektado din?
Apektado talaga, Mr. President, dahil sinara ng kapulisan yung highway. Siguro,
yung lane na pinakamalapit o yung buong highway?
Yung buong highway, airport hanggang dulo, yung buong highway hanggang Panakan, hindi na mapasukan ng sasakyan dahil hinarang ng pulis. Dahil, siguro, to my mind, I am also a policeman. We think the same manner, Mr. President. Alam ko yan, ginawa ng kapulisan para harangin yung posibleng reinforcement dahil takot sila magkakaroon ng people power doon sa KOJC premises. Kaya hinarangan nila na wala makapasok na sasakyan para wala mag-transport ng mga tao doon. So, I'm not blaming them for that. Kanya-kanya diskarte yan, Mr. President. Pero, ang problema lang, ang movement ng mga ordinaryong mamamayan from Davao del Norte, Agusan, going towards Davao City, ay masyadong na-hampered, Mr. President. Lalong-lalo na yung pupunta ng airport. Dahil iikot ka pa doon sa napakalayong ikutan mo para makapunta ka sa airport.
Arrest warrant. That is the point.
Yes, Mr. President.
Why? Okay. And then, ayaw nilang i-abandon yung pag-serve ng arrest warrant because sabi nila may indicator sila na may heartbeat.
Yes.
But
Mr.
what is that machine which tells them that there is a heartbeat? Where is it located, Mr. President?
Well, it should be explained properly,
At
Mr. President.
Paano naging kapani-paniwala na kung saan yung makina at saan daw, how many meters away yung heartbeat na nadidetect ng makina?
Yun nga, Mr. President. And, Mr. President, to add, sabi ko kanina, may lumabas na restraining order coming from the RTC branch of Davao City.
Sige.
But now, as we speak, per KOJC people, PNP officials won't recognize the temporary protection order issued today by RTC Branch 15 of Davao City. So ganito na palang utak ng ating kapulisan ngayon. May order na ang korte na ibakit nila yung lugar, ayaw sumunod. So, ano na nangyari sa bansa natin, Mr. President?
So siguro,
Ganito na pala ang pag-iisip nating kapulisan, ayaw sumunod ng korte.
do we have a copy of the so-called TPO, Mr. President? Para makita
I don't
natin
have the
yung
copy,
term.
Mr. President. I'm just
Siguro,
relying on
if we can-
information.
if we
Kakalabas
can
lang sa news.
If we can ask our contacts in Davao to send us a copy of the TPO para at least makita natin.
I will
yung
try,
terms.
Mr.
Opo.
President.
Kasi nakakabahala na rin po yan na ino-honor na nga yung service ng warrant of arrest kasi nga issued by a court. And then we have a court now. And I think the court which issued the warrant of arrest is not a Davao court, no? I think it is a Metro Manila court. Tama po ba yun? Pasig. Alam ko pa. Tama po ba? Yung warrant of arrest po. The court which issued the warrant of arrest is not a Davao court. It's a Metro Manila-based
Yes, Mr.
court.
President.
Tama.
Correct, Mr. President.
So yun, ino-honor na nga natin sa Davao. At ito na nga, nangyayari na to, disruption of the life of the Davaoenos because it is taking too long to execute the arrest warrant. And then meron naman tayong court order, an order from a local court who is now more familiar with the situation on the ground. And the speaker is telling us that per his information, hindi sinusunod. But the terms of that court order, kailangan siguro makita natin kasi sometimes baka sabihin talaga nila, hindi naman to naka-address sa amin.
Yeah, Mr. President, RTC 11th Judicial District, Branch 15, Davao City, in the matter of petition for the writ of amparo, the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above all names incorporated, KOJC, represented by Executive Pastor Marlon Acubo, Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated, represented by Rosemary Dimag Naong, versus Honorable Benjamin Abalos, in his capacity as the Secretary of the DILG, the Philippine National Police, et al. Temporary protection order. In a verified petition filed last July 1, 2024 by the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above all names, Incorporated, Jose Maria College Foundation, Incorporated, et al., against Benjamin C. Abalos, in his capacity as the Secretary of the Department of Interior and Local Government, Philippine National Police, et al., petitioners allege that the right to life, liberty, and security is violated for threat or threatened with violation by an unlawful act or omission of the respondents. Thus, petitioners seek for the issuance of a writ of amparo, among others. In a resolution dated July 1, 2024, the RTC Executive Judge Retrina E. Fuentes found no urgent necessity for the issuance of the writ and ordered the immediate ruffling of the case among the regular court. Accordingly, this petition was referred to this court on July 3, 2024, and corresponding order was issued on July 8, 2024, directing the respondents to file their comment within 15 days from the receipt thereof. Around 5 o'clock in the morning of August 24, 2024, the PNP 11, armed with warrants of arrest, entered the compound of QOGC and JMCFI located along Philippine-Japan Principe Highway, sa Davao City, in search of Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy and other individuals. Decision ng Korte, Mr. President.
Sige po.
Hence, this court, under the current situation, sees the urgency to direct the PNP 11 to immediately cease and desist from any act or omission that threatens the life, liberty, and security as well as the properties of the petitioners. The PNP 11 is hereby ordered to remove all forms of barricades, barriers, or blockades that bar the access to and from the subject compound and hinder petitioners' religious, academic, propriety rights and the pursuit thereof by its officers and members within the surroundings, within and surrounding the premises. The office of the Clerk of Court, General is directed to immediately serve the order to any senior PNP 11 commanding officers present within the premises of KUGC compound at the regional office. So ordered. Signed by the judge, Mr. President.
Okay. So, Mr. President, sa ganitong sitwasyon kasi dapat siguro ang ating kapulisan will read that with liberality na address sa kanya, and then kung ano man yung nakaka-disrupt sa normal course of life of the people there, bawal, i-dismantle niya. So dapat po ganun. Kung gusto kasi natin ng order at yun ang appeal natin nga sa KOJC members na wag manggulo, wag daanin sa dahas, i-honor ang mga court orders. That's the same standard that we will ask of our police
Correct, Mr.
personnel
President.
or police people.
Correct.
So, the commander on the ground, if I am not mistaken, is named Brigadier General Torre. Police Brigadier
General Torre, Mr. President.
Is he Colonel or General?
General.
General, Brigadier General. I think it's Police General Torre. So siguro, yun na lang po yung appeal natin sa kanya. I mean, the arrest warrant, as far as I know, is valid, can be served at any time of
Any
the
day,
any day,
anywhere.
any week, anywhere, for as long as you see the subject person of the arrest warrant. But I don't think you can claim that you have found the person because you have found a heartbeat, Mr. President. I mean, and then this is a new technology na masyado pang kailangan i-explain mo na sa atin. Kaano kalayo niya na-detect? Asan ba yung, as far as you know, Mr. President, saan yung makina which detects the heartbeat? Nasa highway?
I don't know, Mr. President, but I believe this is the same machine that is used to determine the living individuals during earthquakes.
Earthquake, oh.
Pag may calamity, may earthquakes, may buhay pa na tao na natabunan ng rubbles, Mr. President, yan ang machine na ginagamit.
Kaya nga, so ang ating ibig sabihin nun, they were allowed, the KOJC people or leadership were cooperative enough to honor a court paper, a court order, to allow the police to enter the compound bringing their machine. Siguro yung machine nila is in close proximity with the ground or the area that they were able to detect a heartbeat. So they should act immediately. They cannot dilly-dally and not act and prolong the enforcement of an arrest warrant amounting to a siege na gusto mong starve na lang yung tao sa yung whoever is that person with the heartbeat na mauhaw, magutom at kayo lumabas. Hindi po pwedeng ganun ang estratehiya po natin. Now, especially now na meron na pong TPO or whatever name we call that order coming from a Davao court. So ganun lang po, sana ang appeal na lang natin sa commander on the ground at saka yung supervisor ng commander or commander ng commander who is the PNP chief plus the DILG secretary na since umabot na nga kayo dun sa na-detect ninyo yung heartbeat kasi nga yung mga KOJC personnel, people, cooperated to that point na nalapit yung makina sa lupa or sa building because there is a court document. Now that there is another court document, we have to be liberal in its reading and interpretation. At any rate, you will have